alcohol and let it get to my head about whatever. That wasn't the point of this. The point is just to stick it in and see what happens. And I'm busy and I'm drinking.
And so when he says 400 tests and 150 tren, how do we know it's not 150 tests and 400 tren? He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know the compounds that he's taking. He doesn't know anything about steroids. Essentially, he has a bunch of bottles and says, take this to get big. And that's all he knows, and I'm not kidding.
50 milligram injection of the tren. I do it every 2 to 3 days. The guy said if you want to do it every 2 days, it'll up it a little bit more, so I'll probably start doing it every 2 days. I was doing it every 2 days, then 3 days, then 2 days, then 3 days. Now I'm going to start doing it every 2 days just to juice it up a little bit. Then it's 400 a week for the TRG.
I asked him, is that all that you're taking? He added a little bit more. And so he says, I'm taking a ton of supplements, but no anti-estrogens, I don't think. I added GHK-Cu and Caber about 10 days ago. And so GHK-Cu is for your hair, your nails, your skin, that type of thing. I'm actually taking it right now because I had a hair transplant. And Caber Choline, essentially that is to control your prolactin from, for example, if you're taking Tren and or Deca, but he probably doesn't need it.
Come on. Come on. All right, number 2, the cycle. I'm actually taking half as much as I said I was taking. The information I had was wrong, and I realized that because I have way more left than I thought I did, and I did the math again, and I was just injecting half the amount that the guy told me to be injecting. So, good news is, I'm not taking that much, and I get to dial it up. So, excited about that. Probably just gonna start doubling down, like, tomorrow, I guess.
I mean, he has no idea what he's doing, and so essentially, he perhaps stood outside of a gym and waited for the biggest guy to come out and said, hey, I got $500, sell me something. I want to get jacked, and I'm not going to work out. And he said, hey, well, this is what I got on me. Here you go. That's essentially the extent of it. He doesn't have a coach. He doesn't know exactly what he's doing, and he's not even working out. In case you're thinking he was faking it, as when I first started watching him, I'm thinking he's probably faking the test, the trend. He's faking the alcohol. But you can see from his blood work, testosterone total, 1,961. Normal range is, you can see it's from 250 to 1,100. Mine is roughly in the 800s when I was on 140 milligrams of test a week. He's clearly taking much more than that. And so this, it lines up. First, we can look at the cystatin C and EGFR and see, here's the problem. Many of you are thinking it's in the green and so it's good. It's not how it works. If he was in the red, he would have said right now. What these numbers indicate is he's well on his way. It's way worse than it should be at his age. If he was 84 and he had these numbers, it's all right. It's in the green. You're 84. Bro is in his 20s. Essentially, just to keep this simple, he has a fucked up kidney. It's either chronic kidney disease or it's an acute kidney injury. It's one of the two. It isn't good. I don't want to make this lightly. And if he hasn't been told to get off of the alcohol or at least taper off, because if he were to cut off his alcohol like that, he could go into withdrawals and it could be very, very dangerous. Sometimes when you're addicted to certain substances, to suddenly have it taken away from you, you're going to shake, you're going to convulse, and it can in fact be fatal. Next, let's look at the SHBG. It's 36, which is actually very good. And you're thinking, well, how is that possible? Isn't bro on trend? Isn't he on test? Well, when you're drinking alcohol and it's hurting your liver, it's actually increasing SHBG. He looks very estrogenic and he has not sent in his estrogen. But if he were to show that, I believe it would be through the roof. This isn't normal. It isn't good. Just because it's in the green, you can't say, oh, alcohol is amazing. It's helping me out because my SHBG is normal. No, bro, this is bad. And so the first thing I want to take notice is his bun is at 28. This is in the red. Now, red, it's obviously bad. If it's in the green, doesn't mean it's good. And so because his urea is at 28, it could indicate an acute kidney injury. It also could be because of the dehydration. As you know, alcohol, it's a diuretic. It's going to have you peeing more often than last time. Or he could just be breaking down way too much protein from drinking too much alcohol. Next, notice that his sodium is actually very low. It's in the red. This is not normal. It's 133. Sodium could be very low because he's retaining a lot of water. It could be from heart failure or perhaps liver disease or even kidney disease. And previously we've seen that his kidney and liver probably not all that good. He is, after all, an alcoholic. Next, he might be suffering from diarrhea and a little bit of visiting the back.
I think that the game kind of blue balls you. Where it's like, I kind of want to... I want to play the game, like, more. There's, like, a lot of talking, basically. And I don't like the talkers, right? I want to try to play. And so, other than that, I mean, like, I don't think there's anything super crazy about this. Like, there's nothing really, like, wow, like, this is insane. It's pretty much the same game. So, if you liked it before, you'll probably like it again. Nothing new, to be honest? Yeah, it's nothing new or crazy or unique or, like, you know, dramatically different or anything else. It's basically just a Diablo expansion, right? I mean, okay, so by the way, the story for the game, super predictable Blizzard story. Like, I mean, I would rank my first day playing this like a 7 or an 8.
7.
Like, I view PoE 2 as a 10. PoE 2 is a 10. This is a 7 or an 8. Now, the first expansion was probably closer to, like, it was about the same, actually. It's probably about the same. 7 is generous? No, I'm being honest, right? And that's actually pretty good. Well, I mean, you think it's pretty good, but then you remember what a 5 really is. And then you think about what a 3 is. Like, 3. Oh, 3 is a whole different situation. Where do you rank Diablo Immortal? Game sucked. Game was garbage. I think the return of Lilith is silly. I do. I think it's silly. Other than that, the new class is fine. I mean, I don't really have any. Like, I really like Necromancer and how Necromancer plays. Like, I really like it. Like, I'm gonna give you, like, maybe an opinion that, like, people might get mad about. I actually like Necromancer more in Diablo 4 than PoE. I do. I just like it a lot more. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I don't know why, I just liked it. I like the way it plays. And so, Sacrilege, yeah. And, like, PoE, like, it's not like I don't like Necromancer and PoE, it's just that, like, there's something about it, like, something about it is fucking annoying to me. And
I need a break.